The Chiefs welcome back yet another old face to the offense. Charles Omenihu teases his return, and we've got some injury report news to share for this week's Chargers matchup. Welcome back to All Chiefed Up. We're back with another podcast for that ass.
Before we get this thing rolling, do your boys a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Mike, let's break this thing down.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up.
The Kansas City Chiefs are eagerly awaiting the return of Charles Omenihu in 2024, and exciting news suggests that his comeback might be on the horizon. Currently, Omenihu is on the physically unable to perform list after suffering a torn ACL during the AFC Championship game last season. However, he has been proactive in keeping fans informed about his recovery journey through social media platforms like X, Instagram, and YouTube. He routinely shares updates that highlight his progress. This rehab and recovery have been a long and challenging process for Omenihu, who just days prior wrote the following on X. I'm learning patience, I'm learning divine timing, I'm learning how to rebuild mentally and physically. Soon I'll be able to show what that looks like when the time is right. Chris Jones took to the mic yesterday and talked about Omenihu's recovery process and the work he's put in. Take a listen.
Yeah, he's been all in on it, staying late, working out for 3 or 4 hours a day. Just his commitment, him and Tiffany, doing whatever it takes to make sure Charles get back and be able to excel when he steps on the field again.
What does Jones expect Omenihu's return from injury would bring to Kansas City? It's all about adding versatility to the D-line room and the defense as a whole.
When it happens, what will his return mean for your room and really the defense as a whole?
And more versatility, not only to our room, but to our defense. We got a guy who can play in, but also can bum down, play 3-tech, and a guy who missed, 4 to 6 games last year, still has 7 to 8 sacks. So, can have more sacks, have more versatility to this defense.
So when can fans expect to see Omenihu back on the field? Keep an eye on Omenihu's YouTube channel in the coming weeks. He has been releasing a video series titled The Journey, which provides an in-depth look at his life and rehabilitation process. Recently, during an appearance on the Goat Farm show, he mentioned that he would reveal his return plans in the 6th episode of The Journey. As of now, the first 5 episodes are available, and fans are eagerly anticipating the final installment, which Omenihu has hinted may be released soon. In previous updates, Omenihu indicated that he was aiming for a potential return around week 13 of the NFL season, but there's a chance he could be back even sooner than that. The Chiefs will be able to open his practice window starting Monday, September 30th, as he will have completed the required 4-week on the reserve PUP list. With a recent roster move that opened up a spot on the 53-man roster after releasing running back Keontae Ingram, this could pave the way for Charles Omenihu's return. If he does return to practice after week 4, that would be a remarkable recovery considering that he is currently 7 months post-surgery. Typically, the average recovery time for ACL injuries in the NFL is around 9 months. The Chiefs could allow him a full 21-day practice window to ensure he is fully prepared before officially rejoining the roster. If this timeline unfolds as anticipated, fans might see Omenihu back in action closer to week 8 when the Chiefs face off against the Las Vegas Raiders. Stay tuned for more updates as the excitement builds around Omenihu's path to recovery and his potential return to the field.
So the Kansas City Chiefs are making headlines, adding familiar faces to their offensive lineup. Recently, media representatives visiting the team's locker room were surprised to see former tight end Jody Fortson. This wasn't just a casual visit. Fortson has rejoined the Chiefs after a brief stint with the Miami Dolphins during the offseason. According to reports from Chiefs Digest Matt Derrick, Fortson has been signed back onto the practice squad. Standing at 6 feet and 4 inches and weighing 226 pounds, Fortson first entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent wide receiver from Valdosta State University in 2019. He spent his rookie season on the practice squad, and he was part of the team when they won Super Bowl 54, later transitioning to the tight end position. Fortson made his debut on the Chiefs' active roster in 2021, playing in 6 games before a torn Achilles injury sidelined him for the remainder of the season. Unfortunately, he missed the entire 2022 NFL season due to shoulder surgery. Throughout his career with the Chiefs, he has played in a total of 21 games, with 2 starts, and has recorded 14 receptions for 199 yards and 4 touchdowns. Although injuries have affected his playing time, Fortson brings valuable experience and depth to the tight end position for the Chiefs. He will wear jersey number 89 upon his return, as his previous number, 88, is currently worn by practice squad tight end Peyton Hendershot. Because we all know Peyton Hendershot deserves to wear the same number as Tony Gonzalez. Why don't the Chiefs retire that damn thing already? In addition to Fortson, the Chiefs have also re-signed running back Keontae Ingram to their practice squad. This move suggests that another transaction may have taken place, as the team just had one spot on the practice squad after promoting Kareem Hunt to the 53-man roster earlier this week. Given the ongoing injury challenges faced by teams across the league, it's possible that a player was signed away from the Chiefs practice squad, or they may have elevated another player to the main roster to fill vacancies.
As the Chiefs prepare for their Week 4 matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers, they have released their second injury report of the week. Initially, the team had a clean bill of health, but on Thursday, they noted the absence of a defensive starter. This is concerning, especially since the team has already faced depth challenges in this area. The injury report has now expanded to include 6 players.
Here are some key observations from the latest practice sessions. Defensive player Mike Dana was seen on the sidelines without a helmet during the media accessible portion of practice. He was previously listed on the injury report for a quad issue during the Week 2 game against the Bengals and has a history of calf injuries, including during training camp this year. His performance this season has not been up to par, which may indicate he's been playing through pain. If Dana is unable to play in Week 4, it could open the door for defensive end Felix Anudike-Uzomah, a former first-round draft pick who impressed during the recent victory over the Falcons.
The Chiefs may also turn to Cameron Thomas, a player acquired through trade, as defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo mentioned that Thomas is nearing a return to full participation. On a positive note, Chamari Connor was listed as a full participant in practice despite dealing with a minor heel injury, suggesting he is on track to play. With these developments, the Chiefs are working hard to address their roster and prepare for their upcoming game. Fans will be eager to see how these changes impact the team moving forward.
So Brett Veach just can't quit signing back old players, Mike. What do you think about Jody Fortson returning to the team?
Yeah, look, he's on the practice squad. I'm not expecting much from Jody Fortson. A lot of people are saying it's because Travis Kelce has been struggling. Those people would be stupid. That's the name for that. Jody Fortson is not going to take snaps from Travis Kelce. And to be honest, I'm also hearing Jared Wiley's not performing up to par. That's why they're bringing him back. I don't think that's it. I think all in all, the Chiefs are just trying to add more players that are familiar with that playbook to the 53-man roster and the practice squad wherever they can get them. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I agree. Probably not a big deal at all. We won't see much of Fortson, but I think fans will be happy that they have the old friend back in KC. But on to Charles Omenihu, Mike. It's going to be good to have him back into the fold, and we might get some light on when he will actually be back whenever he unveils his latest YouTube video.
Hey, get over there and follow him on YouTube, by the way. You'll find out when he's coming back. But yeah, Steve, we need something right now. Mike Dana is not performing up to par. He could be injured. We already talked about that, but he may not be. Maybe he's not, and he's just struggling a little bit.
Struggling with it.
Chris Jones is doing okay. George Karlaftis has not looked too great. Hey, they've been putting in a lot of pressures, okay? 13 and 12. We're going to call them Pressure Nation, not Sack Nation, until they can get it together, okay?
So, guys and gals, that's where we pass this off to you. Make sure to get down in the comments and let us know what you think about Charles Omenihu returning to the lineup. Also, do you like that Jody Fortson's back in the mix, and do you think he'll even get any playing time?
Thanks for liking, subscribing, clicking that bell. We'll catch you next time. Go Chiefs.